Bobcat Toolcat utility work machines will help you get the job done safely and efficiently, whether you're digging, leveling, or loading material. To avoid injuring yourself or others or damaging your machine, familiarize yourself with the instructions in this video, your machine's operation and maintenance manual, and the operator's handbook before using a toolcat. You will see the safety alert symbol throughout the operation and maintenance manual, in the operator's handbook, and on pictorial safety signs. This identifies important hazards you should avoid to reduce the possibility of serious injury or death. Always follow the instructions in the safety message. While it is impossible to cover every situation you may encounter during operation, this video presents several topics including safety features, slope operation, job site management, and additional training resources. Your Bobcat utility work machine was designed with safety in mind, but safety also depends on you. As with any piece of equipment, always be aware of your surroundings while operating your machine. Wear tight-fitting clothing and closed-toed shoes. Loose clothing or jewelry can get tangled in moving parts and should be avoided. Put up long hair. Check local regulations and your job site for PPE requirements such as hard hats, safety glasses, and hearing protection. If operating in low-light conditions, utilize the machine lights. Do not operate if you're experiencing drowsiness or under the influence of alcohol or drugs that may affect your judgment or reaction time. Always perform the pre-start procedure before operating your machine. An inspection should also be performed every time there is a change of operators. First, check your surroundings for any bystanders in the area. If anyone enters the job site while you are operating the toolcat, stop the machine and wait for them to leave before continuing operation. Do not allow anyone to ride on top of the machine, in the cargo box, or on any attachment or implement. Remember, the toolcat only allows for one passenger, who must always ride in the passenger seat with their seatbelt securely fastened. Before entering the toolcat, inspect your work area. Check the surface conditions for adequate traction to avoid sliding down a slope, which could cause a rollover. Additionally, make sure the ground has been prepared for your job. Before you dig, dial 811 if operating in the United States. In Canada, call 888-258-0808. When operating in an enclosed environment, ensure there is proper ventilation to reduce accumulation of dust, debris, and fumes. Your toolcat is equipped with an enclosed rollover protective structure, or ROPS, and a falling object protective structure, or FOPS. The ROPS and FOPS help protect the operator in the event of a rollover or falling objects, and should never be removed or modified. Before entering your machine, inspect your ROPS and FOPS for damage. In case of an emergency, all cabs are equipped with a secondary exit. Your Bobcat utility work machine may be equipped with a backup alarm that must sound when operating in reverse. It may also be equipped with a rear-view camera and display. The backup alarm and rear-view camera system are not a substitute for keeping bystanders away from the work area. It is important to understand the location of your rear-view camera on the machine, as there are two mounting options available. Operators must remain fully aware of their surroundings and maintain a clear view of the direction of travel, using direct visibility, the rear-view camera system, and mirrors if equipped. The backup alarm and rear-view camera systems must be maintained to ensure proper functionality. Familiarize yourself with the safety signs and replace any that are damaged or missing. Ensure that the tires are properly inflated and replace them as necessary. Examine the toolcat attachments and implements for any damage, debris, or modifications. Only use approved attachments and implements. Be advised of available equipment or accessories for your particular machine or job application. Check the condition of the seat belts, toolcat interlock control system, backup alarm, and rear-view camera if equipped. Perform the rest of your daily inspection using the checklist included near the right rear fender of the toolcat or in the operation and maintenance manual. Safe operation of your toolcat starts with you, the operator. When entering or exiting the toolcat, maintain 3 points of contact by utilizing the grab handle and step if equipped. Once inside and seated, adjust the seat so you can comfortably reach all controls and see your surroundings. Fasten the seatbelt tightly around the lower part of your hips and lower the operator's armrest. If a passenger is present, ensure their seatbelt is securely fastened. Your Toolcat is equipped with a Toolcat Interlock Control System, or TICS, which requires the operator to lower the armrest in order to operate the machine. When the armrest is raised, the lift, tilt, auxiliary hydraulics, and traction control functions are deactivated. Before starting the engine, ensure the travel direction control is in the park position and all other controls are in neutral. To begin operating your Toolcat, start the engine. Never attempt to start the engine or operate the machine's controls from outside the operator's seat. Once the engine is started, familiarize yourself with the operation of the Toolcat and its controls. Move the controls smoothly and do not make any sudden stops, starts, or turns. Remember, the machine will react the moment you activate the controls. The further the controls are moved, the faster the operation will be performed. Review the operation and maintenance manual for any unfamiliar operations or controls. The parking brake must always be engaged when the machine is not in use. Only disengage the parking brake after machine startup. It is important to understand the capacities specific to your machine and job. Before choosing an attachment or implement for your Toolcat, review the rated operating capacity, or ROC, total load capacity, and the tongue weight. Additionally, depending on your Toolcat model, consider the cargo or storage bin weight and 3-point hitch lift capacity. This information can be found in the machine, attachment, and implement operation and maintenance manuals. The ROC must not be exceeded, as overloading could cause your machine to become damaged or to tip, which could result in serious injury or death. When connecting approved attachments, ensure the Bobcat levers are completely down. Once connected, tilt the attachment forward to visually confirm that the wedges are through the attachment mounting frame holes. When installing an approved 3-point implement, ensure all hardware, pins, guards, and shields are in place before operating. Keep bystanders away from PTO and PTO-driven equipment. See the Implement Operation and Maintenance Manual for implement operation. Carry loads as low as possible and operate your attachment and implement within the guidelines provided in their operation and maintenance manuals. To deactivate the lift arm functions, use the lift and tilt transportation lock button. Never allow anyone to reach or stand under the raised lift arm. If the machine loses power, you can lower the lift arm using the lift arm bypass. Use caution and reduce speed on slopes, and be aware of ground conditions. Keep movement slow and gradual. Drive straight up or down slopes, never across, and keep the heavy end of the Toolcat uphill. Avoid starting and stopping, and do not turn on slopes unless absolutely necessary. Do not operate the machine on steep inclines. Before exiting the Toolcat, always lower the lift arm, place the attachment and implement flat on the ground, and set the travel direction control lever to park. Return the joystick to the neutral position. Stop the engine, and if equipped, remove the key from the ignition. Raise the armrest and exit using 3 points of contact. When operating on a public road or highway, always follow local regulations. For example, a slow-moving vehicle emblem or the use of hazard flashers may be required. When transporting your Toolcat, ensure you have the proper sized truck, trailer, and ramps. Load or unload the machine with the heavy end uphill. Use the tie-down points to chain the machine to the trailer. Always observe the rules, motor vehicle laws, and vehicle limit ordinances when transporting the machine. Regular maintenance of your Toolcat promotes safe and efficient operation. Failure to maintain your machine will result in excessive wear and early failures. Before servicing your Toolcat, ensure that the lift arm is lowered. If the lift arm must be left in a raised position for maintenance work, it must be supported by an approved lift arm support to prevent accidental lowering. Regularly check for and remove any built-up flammable debris, particularly in the engine compartment, around the exhaust, and under the cab to prevent fire hazards. Perform the rest of your daily inspection according to the service schedule decal. Maintenance procedures that are not addressed in the Operation and Maintenance Manual must only be performed by qualified Bobcat service personnel. Operators should receive training on the safety features and operation practices before using Bobcat Toolcat utility work machines. It is essential that training be provided in a language the operator can understand and that they have opportunities to ask questions. Training should cover the key points discussed in this video. Operators should receive refresher training when covering new terrain, operating new equipment, or whenever deemed necessary. Always use your best judgment and be aware of your surroundings. Remember the safety instructions from this video and the operation and maintenance manual when operating your machine. These tips will help you get the most out of your Bobcat Toolcat and will allow you to stay safe while getting the job done. For additional information, technical specifications, and training resources for your Toolcat and other Bobcat equipment, contact your dealer or visit bobcat.com/training.